Hello everyone, it's Lorica here. I'm doing an update of some books that I've been reading this last month in April. It's been a very slow month, just as it's been a very slow year for reading for me. I'm enjoying my books immensely, but I can't read as much as I normally do because of my eyes. I have a bit of a problem waiting for the surgery to come, so I'm reading a bit slower. I've always been, when I was younger, I read really fast. And then I don't know when I started to read slow. I think what happened was I used to read in Afrikaans only. And then I started reading books in English. And when I started reading books in English, it was a new experience for me. I didn't know English so well. So when I read every word and every sentence and every paragraph to understand what I'm reading. And I think it became a pattern for me. So nowadays, when I read slow. And I quite enjoy that, to read slower, because I feel I take in a lot more than if I read the books fast. So reading slow it's just my way of reading now. So anyway, let's talk about the book that I really want to talk about today. It's by Elizabeth Strout, and it's called The Things We Never Say. So good. This book, oh my goodness, it is. I got this copy from a friend for my birthday, from two sisters, friends, and it's limited edition bound proof. So it was a book that came out before the 7th of May, which was the 7th of May is when this paperback is coming out. And it's like an early edition of it. And so I was very lucky to get it for my birthday from a friend. And yeah, wow. Elizabeth Strout is such an amazing author. I read her first book that I read of hers was Olive Kittredge, and it blew me away the first time I read this. Here it is. I read it many years ago, around the time it came out, and it was a great book. And something happened, I don't know, you know how life is. I didn't read again of hers, but that book stayed with me, but I didn't read anything else of hers. Until when I went to Stockholm early this year, I found this one that was called Tell Me Everything, also by her. I'm talking a lot, am I not, before I'm going to talk about this, but anyway, bear with me. I found this and in Stockholm, and I bought it because I remember Olive Kittredge, and then I got this for my birthday. So suddenly I'm having an Elizabeth Strout moment. So it's very cool. So I read this, and I read it slowly, and it was amazing. I mean, it's just the way she writes about the human psyche, the mind and the heart, the insides of a person, it just blows you away. And it's normal people that she writes about. She doesn't write these elaborate crime or or famous, like, powerful people. It's just regular people. So The Things We Never Say is a story about a man's life. His name is Artie Dam, or Dam, and he's a school teacher. He's been around for a while. He's an older guy. It takes place at this time where we are now, in this time that we are. It's like a present day book. And Artie is a really gentle, really lovely person. He's he's a great teacher. His students have loved him his whole career. Yeah, he's just a very gentle soul. He's married, and he has a son, and the son has grown up and he works in the tech industry. And yeah, his life is, goes okay, but something's not right with Artie on his insides. There's something isn't right, and we, it just evolves from there. That this thing inside him that is maybe I wouldn't say bothering him, and it feels to me like if I can describe this book, it's a book about secrets, like the things we never say, the things that all of us humans have in us, that we feel things or we think things, but we don't verbalize it. It stays in us. And how somebody on the surface can look perfectly well adjusted and happy, but there's something under the surface that just is not right. And yeah, this book really touched the heartstrings. It had a few teary moments in here. Really powerful book. Some of it takes place around the election, the recent election in the US, and then after that, and what is happening in the Middle East is touched on a little bit, but it's not a book about that. It's a book about a school teacher and things that happens. A big secret is revealed, and basically what he believed his whole life isn't true. And then it just unfolds from there. Yeah, really, really beautiful writing. She writes really just so beautiful, this woman. I'll read the opening paragraph, and then you can see how Elizabeth Strout writes. It was the middle of June, and the sun all day had kept right on shining with sweet mightiness. Stay jovial, please, Artie. Just promise me that. Please, stay your old jovial self. Flossie MacDonald had wiped her napkin across her weeping eyes and told this to Artie Dam the last time she had seen him, which had been on this spectacular evening in June, and he assured her that he would. So I'm going to read. A lovely opening. Oh, this book was so beautiful. So yeah, highly recommended. And then I also read, I started reading another book, but now I just need to find the title because I'm not so good with this memory business. It is written by Charles Williams, and it's called The Big Bite. And it's like a crime noir kind of a novel from 1956. It was written. So it's an older book. I'm reading it on my Kindle. And I just started with it. This is very intriguing. It's like a very intriguing book. So I'm really enjoying it so far. It's like it's about this sportsman. I think he's a football player, American football player, and he had an accident, and his leg just doesn't want to work like it did before the accident, and he has to retire, and he still had quite a few years ahead of him in terms of making money, so that when he retires he was okay, but now he can't play anymore. And then it seems, I don't know, I'm not there yet, but he will be drawn into a little bit of a world of crime somehow. So that's all I know, and I started it, and it's a good book. It's really enjoyable. I'm going to read you the opening paragraph. They said it was going to be as good as ever, but it wasn't. You could see that by the end of the first week of practice. They'd stuck it back on all right, and it looked like a leg, but something was gone. McGilvery, who's probably the best T formation quarterback that ever lived, was handing the ball off a half stride ahead of me. We'd played together 2 years in college and 5 in the pros, so he knew where I was supposed to be. I did too, but I wasn't getting there. About the 10th time they unpiled the beef off us after the fumble, he spat out some topsoil and said, "We're just a little rusty yet, Harlan. Maybe I'm leading you too much." So you can just see what's coming. This poor guy, he was a brilliant player. One accident, and he just couldn't get back to it. So anyway, that's that. And I am still reading this one. Oh my God, this book, I've been reading it for months now. The Story of Scandinavia. If you see my videos, you will know. So I'm still almost halfway. I tell you, I'm a very slow reader. So, and non-fiction is usually extra slow reading because, I don't want to just zip through it and skim it, because what's the point? What's the point when you read a book and you skim it? There's no point in that. So, so that's what I'm reading at the moment. I will talk to you all real soon, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and bye.